Alright, so I'm going to try and help you mod Hurtboxes. Few basic things you'll need. So, Crazy Hand, this program is really useful for a lot of things. You don't necessarily need it for this, but it's just helpful to have on hand. You'll need to have a hex editor. I have this one, Hex Edit 4.0. I'll probably have to get a link for that for you. There's also a thing called the To My spreadsheet. I'll show you where to find that. There will be a link in this video, but basically, first thing you want to do is you need to take the data file from YouTube. So if you have Crazy Hand, you can just go to File here and Save Character. You can name it whatever you want. I've already saved his data file here. So if you see that, it's the player Mewtwo.dat, and you want to open that with the hex editor tool. You don't have to use the same one I am using, it's just that's one I've got. So basically this is all like the move and Hurtbox, Hitbox data from Mewtwo, which you can see there's a lot of stuff here. It goes on pretty good ways. So where you need to figure out where you're going inside this file now to mod this Hurtbox. And that's where the To My spreadsheet comes in. Once again, that will be in a link. So you can download it here. This is what you need. I don't have Excel on my computer, so I just use this online viewer. So I download it here, drop it here, and then I've got it open here. So basically, I'm not too familiar with this person on Smashboards, but he's done a bunch of work here, as you can see. What you want to do is there's these little tabs down at the bottom. Go to Hurtboxes, and this is telling you these numbers here on the left. It's telling you where. So these numbers on the side are telling you where in the data file you can find these values. This is telling you where to look in the data file. Don't really worry so much about this first four numbers, just the 71D4, or that's for his body Hurtbox. So say for a tail, I believe 2-3 is the furthest out Hurtbox. So let's go to 733C. As you can see, I'm here, 733C, offset C, look up there. So we're in the right place. You can also tell we're in the right place because this says 00000017. So 17 in hexadecimal. The 1 is a placeholder for 16 plus 7, which is 23. So you can see that's the same number right here. It's 23. So that's telling us where we are with this Hurtbox. And if you look here, let me make another break real quick. Alright, back again. So if you take a look, this says 2-3 right here. So these numbers, these color coded numbers, match up to these different values here. So look, this is the bone. So bone ID is 2-3, matches up to this number here, 2-3. If you look at this next number, it says zone. Not exactly sure what some of these mean. Like the others are pretty self-explanatory, but I'm not too sure about these other ones. But zone is 0. So if you take a look here, those are all zeros. This one in the purple field, excuse me, is all zeros here. So basically each of these color-coded numbers match up to this set of data. So like the 8 zeros or double word is basically what it's called. So 0000, so those first four values are 0. That takes us to C, this one starting with the C. So if you look at this, it matches up to the Z position, which is a -2. So there's a number there. This is -2 in hex. I don't really know all the conversions, but this one is the X stretch, Y stretch. And this one's going to be the Z stretch and the radius, as you can see, which is right here. And then if you take a look, the thing falling directly after that is 0000E, which is E in hexadecimal is 14, which matches up exactly with this 14 on the next Hurtbox information. So basically, if you're trying to mod a Hurtbox, you're looking at the radius and the stretch. You probably have to play around with it for a little bit to see how you like it. If you just want to delete the Hurtbox entirely, you basically just put a 0, put zeros for everything. So everything between this 17 and 00E, if you zero all that information out, so this group, if you zero all of this, that Hurtbox will basically be deleted. And yeah, so then then you'll save it, and then you can reload the data file back into Crazy Hand. So for example, this is the one I have already modded. It's a little different. So if I take this modded data file, plug it into my ISO that's in Crazy Hand, you can do load character, find where it's at on your desktop, and load it up, see if it works. I like to load it in 20xx so I can look at the Hurtboxes using the debug tool so you can see if it worked. So yeah, that's basically how you do it. Tell me if you have any questions.